I wanted to share with you my visit to the place where St. Paul was shipwrecked on the island of Malta. Steve Ray here. This is the island of Malta, which is south of Italy and north of Africa. We're on this island now. It's about 120 so square miles. Not very big. Twice the size of the Sea of Galilee. Today we went up here to St. Paul's Bay. We're actually staying down here at a hotel, nice place here in St. Julian. And we went driving around here today. There's a church here called the Church of St. Paul's Bonfire, where St. Paul was warmed up and where he got bit by a snake, where the fire was lit by Publius, the governor of the island. But today we drove all the way up here. Now this is a one-tracker road. We ended up having to walk the rest. All right, we're on the far side of St. Paul's Bay. And we're coming down this little one-tracker road to the traditional site where St. Paul was shipwrecked. This is why I like having a rental car. Janet didn't want to drive any farther down this road, so she wanted to park. Right, Janet?
That's right.
So we're going to walk and see what we can see. This is the Adriatic Sea, part of the Mediterranean. In Acts it says the Adriatic. Paul was coming from that direction, and we'll see where he came from another perspective than we saw the other day. St. Paul's Bay, where his shipwreck happened in Acts 27 and 28. And we walked up here today. See where it says right there, St. Paul's Shipwreck and St. Paul's statue. On the island, I'll show you the statue of St. Paul. And there I went right out to the farthest tip where that little asterisk is today. And I'll share it with you on the video ahead. I don't know what this complex was, but I'm guessing it was one of the fortresses of the knights when they were preparing for battle and protecting this island against the Turks who were coming over from across the Adriatic, the Mediterranean Sea. Not many people get out to where I am now unless you go on one of those tour boats, cruise boats. When this is the traditional site where Paul's shipwreck took place. There you can see the island of St. Paul, and there's his statue. He's got a book in one hand and he's reaching out with the other hand, probably in a blessing or in the form of teaching. When he crashed here somewhere in St. Paul's Bay, that's what this all is, St. Paul's Bay, he would have gone up there. There's a church right on the coastline there called the Church of St. Paul's Bonfire, where Publius brought him ashore, and all 275 men, they built a big bonfire there to get them all warm and dry. And there was a snake there that bit Paul. I can see my wife Janet way up there, just a little speck. She's waiting for me to come back. And interesting, it's like this is a tunnel carved in the rocks. You can hear the water washing in from there. Must have been a source of getting water for them, or a tunnel to escape or something. Not sure what that is. But now I'm going to go out right to the water to commemorate the shipwreck of St. Paul. Now, he was shipwrecked 3 times, he says in 2 Corinthians, but this was shipwreck number 4, if not more, but at least this was the 4th one, because the book of Acts, chapter 27 and 28, about the shipwreck, was written after 2 Corinthians. And here we're almost to the water. Imagine being out 2 weeks in a storm where you can't see anything and not eating because you're so seasick, and all of a sudden you crash out in this bay, and then you have to come in on the shore, coming in on driftwood. It says that the centurion told everybody that could swim to jump, and those that couldn't swim to go later on driftwood. I love being places like this. I love discovering biblical sites. Just imagine Paul scrambling on the shore here or somewhere along this coastline, nobody knows where, but on the map it says traditional site right here of the shipwreck where they scrambled ashore. Imagine 275 men scrambling ashore right here on this beach, heading up into the city there where there was Publius's villa, and he gave them a fire and fed them. Okay, I'm soaked. All right, it got me. I'm not going to call it quits till I get out to the furthest point of this little peninsula jetty. Oh, look at this. I can't get out much further here. I'm going to be washed into the ocean like Paul was. That's as far as I can go. Uh-oh! Yikes! St. Paul Shipwreck. Read Acts chapter 27 and 28. There he is up on the mountain. There's where he went to get dried off. There's my wife, a little speck up there waiting for me to come back, and I better head back before I end up on driftwood like St. Paul. Here I am at the place where St. Paul had the shipwreck, and after they got ashore, there was a fire built by Publius. A snake bit Paul, but he was not dead. Publius converted, and here's a church commemorating the site. There's a lot more later. I just love discovering the Bible and the lands of the Bible. Great to be Catholic.